Hi everyone, it's Jay from Mitosu Crafts. Thank you for joining me today for the Global Stampin Video Hop with the theme of punches. So today I'll be creating two cards using the inked and tiled bundle. So it's a stamp set and the inked and tiled punch pack. I really love this cross design from the bundle. So I'll be creating two cards with that and mixing that up with the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. So first things first, I've got a couple of cards here. So I have basic white thick 21 centimeters by 14 centimeters folded in half, or that is 8 1/4 by 5.5 inches. The design that I'm using from Delightfully Eclectic DSP is this design. So the back is this one in black background, and that's just 3mm smaller than the card front, or that's an 1/8 of an inch. I've got basic white, which is 2 inches by 4 inches. A matte for that one in basic black, so that's 2 1/4 by 4 inches, and real red card, which I'll be stamping on, and that is 1 3/4 of an inch, and I'll be cutting that down in later on. So we're gonna do some stamping first on this white card. So in the set you have this brushstroke, and I'm just gonna stamp the background in Memento and creating texture, adding texture on that. So I'll just run repeatedly stamping, turning the stamp around so it creates this lovely background and add texture without actually adding height to the card. So really easy technique and effective as well. And last one, yes. For the sentiment, I'm gonna stamp on the real red, and I will stamp lots of love. Because it's red rubber, just make sure when you add it onto your acrylic block that it is nice and straight, and you can just stamp that along the base. And then hopefully you've stamped straight on. That's cool. Oh, and I'm just gonna add a bit more detail onto that. So this flower design, I'm just gonna stamp just on top. Again, just to add a bit of interest and texture. And that's gonna get hidden on with 2 inch. So I just want to cut that down probably an 1/8 of an inch with a trimmer. I just want a hint of it. And again, stamp the top with the same design. There we go. And we can punch the cross design in real red. So just one. So you can punch in the center actually of that because it's gonna get hidden. And for this one, punch two of those in the center as well. And we can make up our card. So really quick and simple card with a bit of stamping. Using DSP for the background. Stick that down. And then stick this down. So the left and the right edge should match. And that can be stuck down flat. But before we do that, we're gonna add this one underneath. So you can see the stamping on the top and at the bottom. So if that's gonna go like that, just add that on. Just make sure it's nice and straight. This one can be added on flat as well. So these products are available from our online shop, mitosocrafts.com/shop, and any other current Stampin' Up products as well. And for these, I'm just gonna add dimensional top and for the X's. And instead of having an X, just cut that in half, right in the middle. And we're gonna create an O. So place that down. And just add right in the center. So just make sure that it's nice and straight and flat. And we're just gonna add that on centrally. So you can start off with the O if preferred, or however is easy, what you find easier. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, use the punch elements already as a guide, and then add that on. You can change the colors as well for the punch element and the banner. I guess that's a banner. But I quite like the black and white. And then finally we can just add embellishment. So rhinestone. Just get a large one and kind of like you can add that on there, I guess. But if you don't want to add height, you can place it randomly or right on top. I just wanted it so it looks like a ring as well. So 3 large ones. There we go. That is the first card using the Inkten tile bundle with the Delightfully Eclectic DSP. I've got a second card. Again, it's quite an easy one. So bubble bar, the same dimension. Now for this one, I used this design of DSP. I wanted the cross design to be kind of like in the center. So that measurement is, just use the DSP as a guide, but if you wanted measurements, that's 3.5 by 4/5/8 of an inch. But as I said, it's quite easy to line it up on your paper trimmer and cut it down. So it's not going to be an equal border, but that's fine. I've also got mat of basic white just for inside, underneath, with a 1/4 inch border around. So that is an 1/8 inch border, but it's just a 1/4 inch bigger. So the measurement of the basic white is 3 3/4 and 4/7/8 of an inch. And I'm just gonna layer that together. Again, you can gut your paper if preferred. That's it. And I'm just gonna stick that down flat. One. And we're gonna do some punching. So with bubble bar, I'm just gonna cut. I've already punched out a couple. So I'm gonna punch out one, but carry on punching 4 more, and then I'm gonna stamp lots. No, just a note. So we do just a note. Will it fit? I changed my mind. We'll do hello friend. Okay, so in memento as well, I'm just going to stamp that right in the center, or stamp that with a bit of border. I'm gonna use this star punch. So just stamp that, punch that out, align it up in the center, and I'm gonna cut into this. Alright. So you can keep it as is, but it does hide a little bit of the flowers. So I'm just gonna turn it into squares, into a square even, using paper snips, and the side of the punch element to make sure that it is nice and straight. You can make speech bubbles. That was quite fun as well. So that's just gonna go right in the center. But for these ones, if you use the closed tip of your multi-purpose liquid glue and your palm, you can just create, you can just curve that. And we're just gonna add these on every single area that's got the cross on the DSP. Hopefully it's in the center. It will pull, go down a little bit when you, of course, when you send it, but hopefully the card is kind of like still be curved up when the recipient opens the card. In that one, we're just going to add dimensional right in the center. And stick that down. There we go. And finally, we're just gonna add some adhesive back sequins. It's pastel. I'm just using the largest one. There are the in color dots as well, but I wanted to keep it the colors the same, or just have gold accents on there. And there we go. So really quick and easy cards using DSP for the background and the Inkten tile bundle. I have previously shared these cards, how to create three-dimensional background using the Inkten tile punch, so you can check that out on our channel. Check the description below for the links and the products as well that I've used today, which is available from our online shop, and the next video in the Global Stampin Video Hop. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, bye!